Hi, this is Adam with Small Town Machine Shop. Today, what we're going to do, we're waiting to hear from the customer on that roller weld repair. So I'm going to hopefully get that done tomorrow. I don't know if the washer goes, I didn't show you if there's a washer spacer. I don't know if remember if it goes behind the bearing or in front of it. So we're pausing on that. So the other day, I was moving the surface grinder to the front of the shop. And I was being negligent and not paying attention. And this handle, I brought it right through here, was sticking out. And I hit it, and it instantly snapped off. As you can see, it's had a couple repairs from the previous owners. I don't think this was the original handle, to be honest with you. If you look at it, let me put it back up on there. See how it like tapers in and stuff right there? And it was always a little bit to the left. So, yeah, still wish I hadn't broke it off, of course. So what we're going to do, see braze there. I think that's braze. That's a lot of ripple, big ripple for braze. I mean, it's a handle. They obviously didn't care what it looked like when they were done. As much braze as possible job. So what I'm going to do is pull this off here. This is the clutch lever. There's a little, cotter pin there. This is threaded. I think I just take this pin that's all mushroomed out. Because obviously when this was repaired previously, they didn't put back the right hardware, because that is not only mushroomed, but it's pushed over. So hopefully it'll drive out nice and smooth. This part's, it looks threaded. So there's probably a set screw in there. So once I take that arm off and this off, this should pull right off. I think that's just oil. Because, obviously it moves on that. That's just a lubrication point. So we'll get this set up for a braze. I do need to go get more, I thought I had some brazing rods here, but I don't. So I have to go get those. So we'll do the actual brazing tomorrow. We'll get it all cleaned up and go about that. So it'll be a quick video. Okay, let's get this thing pulled out. Okay. So I cleaned scraped some of the paint around. It looks like a pin. That's pretty well beat. I tried driving it a little bit, and it's not really moving. I'm going to do some vice grips on it. See if I can get it to wiggle poo at all. Start out with light pressure. Okay, there we go. See if we can pull it up at all. Oh, yay! Doesn't quite look like a taper pin. Let me get it out of here. Looks like it snapped off at the end or something. This is probably something they shoved in there. So now this collar, I think that was all that was retaining it. Oh yeah, it's wiggling on there now. There's a lot of paint on it. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, it's starting to peel that paint off the end there. So that's what's keeping it on. So now I've got that little clip back there. Little pin. These guys down. Bend this guy down. If I can grab it. Normally on these, I just cut the head off, and that's probably what I'll do with this one too. Cut the loop off the under the cotter pin, I mean. Okay, so you guys don't have to watch me fidget with that. Let me get that cotter pin out of there and I'll bring you back. Okay, got them off. Pretty easy. We'll clean up the shaft. We'll clean off the end of the shaft. Clean up this collar and everything before we put it back on. So I'll take these over to the grinder, get them cleaned up, and let's see what we're working with. Okay, so I got the parts cleaned up. So, and look, there's some braze back here. It kind of cuts up through here. So it's been broken many, many times. Well, here, got cleaned up. You can see where it was brazed. It's like there's weld here. Braze in here. Then a big gob weld. And you can see they peened it a bunch. I mean, look how much weld they put on there and how much is sticking out. And they peened it there on the bottom. You know, you need to... It might be peened on the passes below that too. They sure did. I gotta do a little more cleanup there. And the weld kind of got up into the... where I was grinding, as you can see. So I've never brazed to weld metal. I assume it's all going to be the same. I went ahead, I'm going to grind most of it off. Even there wasn't much of a register. It was already kicked off to the side. So I'll just realign it, clamp it in position, and braze it. So I wasn't real worried about keeping it. Typically when you braze something back together or weld it, if you can have it register into the other part, it's handy. But I wasn't real worried about that. But yeah, this handle has lived a rough life. So yeah, I'll get some rod tomorrow, and I'll finish cleaning this guy up tonight. And I don't know if I'm going to grind all this weld down when I'm done. We'll see. We'll see how my braze job looks. Yeah, maybe that weld will look better than my braze job. So yeah, get that cleaned up. Let's see how we do. Again, I apologize for some of my videos like this that turn into two parts. As you know, I film my videos the day I'm doing it. I don't make a video, you know, shoot half of it one day, half the next. So this is as far as I'm getting today. So that's as much as I'm showing you. So I'll show you the way I braze. I don't use a rosebud tip. I just use a normal cutting tip. That's the way I've always done it, especially on smaller parts. So yeah, I'll knock that out tomorrow because I need to use this lathe. And the lathe is still 100% functional. It's just irritating, and I wanted to fix this today. It's one of those jobs, you know, if you don't get on it right away, I was just going to live with it forever. So let's get this brazed up. This is Adam from Small Town Machine Shop. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.